Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I wanted to jump back into the price chart of XRP because this is one of the most bullish looking setups out of the entire market. As you guys know, I've been a big time XRP supporter, and now I do believe we're at the point where we're going to be seeing an all-time high breakout, and we're going to start seeing XRP finally go into price discovery. When I look at the rest of the high cap cryptos out there, I can't help but feel like XRP is massively undervalued and is actually going to be outperforming a lot of the major cryptos like Ethereum and Bitcoin. During this period of time, all of the XRP holders are going to be able to set themselves up and make a lot of money in the process, and understanding exactly what to look for, when to take profits, and knowing when to get out of the market as a whole is going to set yourself up above the rest of the market. I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly my strategies for how we're going to go about playing XRP over the next couple months so that we can stay the most profitable for ourselves by the end of this year. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the Discord server of over 21,000 members and growing. Links are going to be provided for you in the description for the people that want to join my community. On top of that, if you're new, just getting into these markets and you want extra educational content on how to be more profitable, links are also going to be in the description for you guys to download my free ebook. So check it out. Links are in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so to start off, we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite charts inside of the market. One that no matter what way I try and look at it, I can't help but think that this one is just exceptionally bullish. And I've obviously been really bullish on XRP for a long period of time, dollar cost average throughout this entirety of the low of the bear market. And I'm still very much holding, still very much bullish, have not sold any of my XRP, still plan to keep it my second biggest position aside from Ethereum. And so I'm still just going to continue to be holding what I have right now. ETH has been, my biggest holding. I went heavier into ETH because I just felt like it was a safer pick. I also went nearly just as heavy with XRP. And so this one's actually my second biggest position behind that one. And so I want to talk to you guys about what I see developing right now, because this chart just looks so freaking bullish, and it's got me really excited about what's going to be taking place. Because, XRP itself has lagged. Yes, we all know that. It lagged behind the rest of the market. It's done well regardless. I mean, if you were willing to accumulate it all the way back down in here like we did, you're up a lot. You're going to be making a lot of money regardless, but it has lagged significantly. Now, this is something that, a lot of people are angry about, but we talked about this a lot, especially back in 2020. We talked about the fact that XRP lagged even in the last cycle. In the last cycle for XRP, we can go all the way back here. And what happened with XRP is as a lot of crypto started taking off, XRP really didn't do a whole lot. And it really waited quite a significant period of time before it started to actually impulse. This cycle, in my opinion, it's even lagged more so. And I think a lot of that lagging has to mainly do with the SEC lawsuit. Now, one of the things I really wanted to cover to you guys about today is just simply some of the last analysis that we had. Now, what I've kind of been talking to you guys about and what I updated you guys with in my last video was really just this major level right here. And this level connects all the way back over to the recent price action. But the main point that I wanted to cover was this was a pretty strong area of demand. It was support, it was resistance, and it's actually acted as this major level that once we broke back above it and we flipped it as support, in my opinion, that was the big go-ahead that this market was actually a lot more bullish than people had expected. And if we draw this green line all the way over to here, we can see that this area also lines up with prior levels in the past. We did manage to temporarily pierce below this in the most recent correction that we saw, but when we broke back above it and then flipped it as support, I knew that this market was going to be heavily bullish. And this is exactly what we've seen up to this point thus far. And so now we're at this point in the market structure where we've already flipped our major resistance level, and we're actually starting to get continuation from that point. Now, what I kind of talked to you guys about was our Elliott wave count and how this entire move here was only wave one. We've only seen a one wave impulse off of these lows that we saw. So what's coming next is going to be wave three. Now, the way that these Elliott waves are going to have to stack up, for this wave three, we have to go to at least the 1.618, which is going to take us to all the way up to about $2.30. That's our minimum target here. We have to go to at least this 1618 for this next wave 3 to actually be a confirmed wave 3, right? So we're at this point where we're starting to see that the Elliott waves are lining up, that we actually need some pretty major impulses to be coming in here. And inside of a wave 3, our bare minimum target has to be the 1618, but this thing's honestly probably going to extend higher than that. We'll probably see this thing closer between the midway point between the 2618 all the way up to this 2618. Oftentimes the 3 wave is going to be about double the size of wave 1, and so that would actually be a 2618 extension. So we're looking at something that has a lot of room to run here. We have something that's been building a solid foundation for a significant period of time, and now it looks to be finally at that point where it's ready to make a move. This is why I keep saying that I firmly believe we're going to be seeing XRP break out and make a new all-time high in the next move, because we've already made the beginning impulses throughout here. We've already set the stage for a foundation for this move to actually take place. And we can see that that's been the case for a significant period of time. Since about, March of 2020, when we had that massive COVID crash, right? We saw the markets panic. That was the cycle low for XRP. And then ever since that point, we've just been making higher highs and higher lows. And we can see that as we've continued to make higher highs and higher lows, it's just gotten more and more parabolic. The impulses, every time we get one, gets more and more impulsive. This was our first one, this was our second one, and then this was our third one. And then look how big our fourth one got, right? So we can see a big precedent that's being set here. Every impulse is bigger. Every time we retest the trend line, it produces a much bigger expansion in price. And that's where we're at today. We've just seen 4 impulses that keep getting more and more parabolic with size. And now we're at this point where we've bounced off of this trend line once again. And now, in my opinion, us heading into this wave 3, this is where we're going to start seeing it break those all-time highs. We're going to see a big move coming inside of XRP here. And that's why I personally think that we're going to massively outperform Bitcoin. And we will see XRP outperform its Ethereum ratio as well. Because where we're at today, guys, I mean, for Ethereum to go from 4,000 to approximately 20,000, you're looking at like a 4x, which is great. That's a massive return. But from where XRP is sitting here today, if we were to go to $10, which I think is going to be a pretty solid target to go off of, that's almost 8x. So we're going to be doing about double the returns of Ethereum will in the end of this cycle. And that's just assuming that XRP stops at $10. This thing could go even higher than that. I've laid out the potential, a high-end target of us hitting anywhere from $12 to $14 per XRP. And I've also even shared with you guys a scenario where we ended up hitting all the way up here at $28 per XRP. $28 this late in the cycle, I'm just going to go out and say it, without pure understanding inside of the SEC lawsuit, I don't think it's going to happen. Obviously, I was really wishful and thinking that back down in here. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. I'm going to be getting out based off of the time frames anyways, but we do have these potentials of going up a lot higher. I think that realistically, we hit $10. That's going to be my bare minimum target. I do strongly believe we hit that. I think that mid to high, we're going to hit from $12 to $14. And if we can get somewhat of a resolution with the lawsuit, we could hit all the way up here at $28. That's kind of my personal plan for watching XRP here. But I mean, the big thing to understand is we should see this thing massively outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. So both of it going into the end of the year, I actually think XRP is a better hold than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, Ethereum has been the superior hold along with Bitcoin, but with XRP lagging, with XRP showing that we're about to be making a massive move into price discovery, I personally just think it's a better hold to close out the end of the year than the other two are. I'm still holding all three, but I'm really excited to see what is actually going to be taking place with XRP. A lot of big updates have been happening. A lot of the Ripple, the Flare network has been released. We've actually got a couple airdrops. One of them, you actually can't claim it yet with the Flare tokens, but the Songbird, I actually claimed all of mine. I have all of those. It's been my most profitable airdrop thus far. I actually haven't checked the price of Songbird, so that might not actually be true anymore, but at the time it was. And so we have all of this new DeFi being implemented into XRP. And then on top of that, I just read an article yesterday that was talking about how Ethereum and XRP are going to be able to merge to where we're going to be able to wrap XRP on the Ethereum network. And that's all going to be done through the Flare network and all of this new DeFi stuff that's being added through XRP. And so now, guys, imagine this. Imagine being able to trade on Uniswap. Imagine being able to trade on SushiSwap, being able to trade with NFTs, doing all of this fun stuff. But you're able to use wrapped XRP and all of that. How amazing would that be to be able to just send XRP, wrapped XRP, to an Ethereum wallet like MetaMask and then not have to be, eating all of those massive fees? That to me is where the XRP itself is going to really come into play. If we can get some of this going on in the XRP ledger and the Flare network as a whole, I think that this is really going to solve a lot of the issues with gas fees and give more value proposition to XRP, because XRP is not going anywhere. It's still going to continue to be here and stay a leader, in my opinion. The SEC lawsuit put a dampering on the bull run slightly, but honestly, guys, the majority of the money in XRP was coming from outside places of America that really didn't matter. And I mean, ever since the SEC lawsuit over here, we've only continued to make higher highs. So there's really not a whole lot holding it back. And now I do believe that as we get this massive move to close out the end of the year, we are going to see a big price appreciation. So $10 is my likely target. You know, it's about 8x from here. And so I'm going to be looking forward to holding through that. And I wanted to give you guys this little update on the dollar pair just as a way to kind of analyze some short-term stuff. I expect a big impulse coming into new all-time highs. Now let's talk about the XRP Bitcoin pair, because this chart is also looking super bullish. Now, the big thing that we've been updating you guys with on the Bitcoin pair for XRP is really just this level right here. Now, this has been a pretty important level, and really, you can draw this a couple different ways, but for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead with this green line here. We're actually going to drag this green line all the way back over to here. So, as you guys can see here, let's go to a 5-day. This has been a very important level in the XRP price history. It's acted as resistance throughout here. It acted as support. It's acted as support, resistance, and now most recently, guys, we actually flipped this as support. And so as it stands right now, we can see that we got a clear 5 impulse waves, 1 2 3 4 5, and then what followed was an ABC correction, ABC back down, and then we've even had one more impulse right here. Now this one itself, it's pretty much fully retraced that move. I'm going to delete these drawing tools and we're going to dive into a shorter time frame so you guys know what the heck I'm talking about. Let's go to the 8-hour. This is kind of what I had drawn for you guys. So this was our first impulse, 1 2 3 4 5, ABC, right? Now this was our second impulse. So we're actually making sub waves inside of this next move. This was wave 1, this was wave 3, this was wave 5. And we once again got our completed ABC correction. Oops. No, WXY. A, B, C. So now we're at this point where, in my opinion, the C leg is completed. We almost fully retraced the 1, but we still made a higher high. So this is still an Elliott wave impulse. And so this is a subwave of wave 3. We've already finished wave 1. We know that based off of this move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. This was wave 1. So this is actually a subwave of wave 3. Now where I believe we're going to be heading from here, let's remove all drawing tools. I personally and always have believed that we're going to actually see XRP break out, make a big move upwards of this resistance here, which if we come over here and we actually look at XRP against the Bitcoin pair, we actually get a whole price history to go off of. So what I wanted to share with you guys right here off this is where I think we're actually going to be flipping is this level right here. So we can see that this is acted as resistance, as support, both combined throughout the entirety of the price appreciation and the accumulation of XRP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different attempts at this level. You know, it was resistance at the very early stages of 2013. It actually became short-term support in the bull run back in 2017, but not for very long. We broke above this, but then we immediately came back below it. And then in the 2018 bear market, this was actually a pretty strong area of resistance where we bounced off of it quite a few different times. So what I actually think is going to be playing out for this Bitcoin pair is XRP is going to be breaking out. It's going to flip this level. Once we maintain support above this level, I think that that's where we get our blow off top into this cycle, and that'll be the end of the bull run. I think that we'll get this one flip on this, and then we'll get one big price appreciation, a big move into all-time highs, and then that's where I think that ultimately the XRP bull run ends. And so this is what I'm personally watching for, guys, and I think that this is going to be the case. I mean, for XRP to do 8x by the end of this year, and it could go even higher than that depending on what price we actually top at. And then for Bitcoin, you know, you're only looking at a couple X's tops for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin to go from where we're at to 250,000, there's not going to be very much ROI to be made at that point of the bull run. But with XRP, imagine Bitcoin goes 1.5 to 2x and XRP goes 8x, right? We're going to see this chart massively outperform its Bitcoin ratio. And that's when we're going to see another one of these, a big rally in the XRP price against Bitcoin, right? And that's where we're going to be able to make a lot of money. I think it's going to be playing out similar to this. This will be our one wave. We'll get wave 1 down here. This will be wave 3 up here. And then we'll get one more final 5 wave as we break out and make new all-time highs. That's personally the way I'm going to be structuring my XRP trading plan. That's how I think it's going to be playing out. Let's take a look at the Ethereum pair here. Because the Ethereum pair doesn't look nearly as good as the Bitcoin pair does, but I still believe we're going to be outperforming ETH as we close out the end of the year. In the short term, it might not. In the short term, we could see Ethereum really start outpacing the rest of the market. But with ETH being so expensive, I think it's inevitable that we do see a big rise in this XRP dominance, or specifically the XRP price against Ethereum. And as it stands right now, this looks similar to the Bitcoin pair. It just looks, not quite as good. And obviously speaking, we have a clear impulse throughout here. We did get 5 impulse waves throughout this period of time. We have had somewhat of an ABC, I guess. It's really not the greatest looking chart, I'll be honest. But I do believe that if XRP is going to do an 8x and Ethereum is going to do a 4x, obviously we're going to see the XRP ETH pair actually outperform in the short term. Do we actually get a massive move that comes all the way up to these all-time highs? It's hard to say exactly because we don't know exactly how any of the Ethereum pairs are going to stack up. What I can say is that we are pretty much at an all-time low. Our all-time low is technically there. We retested that all-time low. We do have a lot of new volume that's coming in here. And so if there ever was a point where XRP is going to outperform this Ethereum pair and actually break out, I think it's going to be now. We could technically come down a little bit lower and actually retest these all-time lows. I would not write that off as a possibility in the slightest. It all depends on what actually takes place when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. Do we see XRP really start to take off? Because if XRP starts taking off heavily, I would expect that this chart's actually going to outperform Ethereum. And so what I would expect is something along the lines of this. If we can flip this level, I think that sets us up for the potential of an all-time high move. But this chart itself might just end up looking similar to the Bitcoin pair. For XRP, it might look similar as far as us breaking up and flipping this level, but instead of it being all the way up here against Bitcoin, it might just be a little short one down here against ETH. It's hard to say exactly. I don't know how this will play out. I would love to see a massive, massive breakout, but we need to see XRP really start to take off and distance itself, which, if XRP goes up double Ethereum by the end of the year, I don't see why this thing's not going to take off significantly. So I did want to give you guys this update just as a way to simplify some thoughts and perspectives with XRP. I think that this thing is setting up for a massive, massive move. As the rest of the market's taken off, XRP's built a solid foundation, and now I do believe that this foundation is at the point where it's going to be taking us into new all-time highs. And so, where we're at today, if we hit those all-time highs soon, you're looking at just under 2x return. That's where I think we're going to see a lot of price appreciation inside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, with XRP actually outperforming both of those in the process. And so anyways, this is a video I had for you. Wanted to give you guys this update. It's just a way to map out and help you guys visualize the bigger picture of XRP, what I think is going to happen. I'm super bullish. I know that you guys are super bullish as well. Some of you guys might be actually unbullish and are doubting your bullishness at this point, but I'm still super bullish, and I can tell that this is a chart just waiting to explode. A lot of different pairs are lining up for a lot of price appreciation. The Bitcoin pair looks exceptional, and I think we're going to be setting ourselves up to make a lot of money off of one of the truest cryptos in the whole entire cycle. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found value in this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos. If you guys like what you see and you want to actually get more, you guys can actually download my free ebook or join the Discord server. And you guys can also sign up for my VIP group. If you guys want to know what I'm doing with my money, follow all the trades that I'm taking, how I'm going to be taking profits at the end of the year, which stocks and commodities I'm investing in to compound these crypto profits. This is a never-ending cycle inside of the investing markets, whether it's crypto, whether it's commodities, whether it's stocks. All of these can be highly profitable in their own way if you know how to use them. If you guys want to learn how to use them, if you want to know how I'm using them, links are going to be provided for you in the description to go ahead and actually join my VIP group. All of that's going to be provided for you in the description, so check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. As always, peace out.